find out what's going on. Get involved. Change things from the inside. Make a difference. Take pride. Multicultural at its best. The Luisa Marshall Show. Coming up.
Today, all new Simply the Best. Get inspired. Celebrating Philippine Independence Day in Metro Vancouver. Suri Philippine Independence Day Society Annual Santacruzan. And Metro Vancouver Philippine Arts and Culture Exposition Society in North Vancouver. Plus a historic announcement by Mayor Darryl Musato to all Filipinos in British Columbia.
Proclaim June 9, 2013 as Philippine Day in the city.
And a powerful speech by the President of Barangay North Vancouver Filipino Community Center, Kuya
Let
Alvin.
that Filipino Community Center be a conduit of what we can achieve, because we can achieve so much when we are together.
And on Spotlight, Miss World Canada 2013 Delegate Yasaman Madanikia and her tribute to Janie Rodemayer. All these coming up. We are still celebrating Philippine Independence Day in Metro Vancouver. It's the busiest weekend for all Filipinos all over the world, bringing unity and solidarity in their ever-growing communities. We are happy to witness two major festivals, Suri Philippine Independence Day Society Annual Santacruzan and Metro Vancouver Philippine Arts and Culture Exposition Society's Philippine Days Festival, with special Kapamilya headliner John Lloyd Cruz. But first, let us take you to the SPIDS Annual Santacruzan. Take a look.
What is the ligaya at galang? Hantungan ng matang pangarap. Iyan ang dalagang Pilipina. Karapat-dapat sa isang tunay na pagsita. Iyan ang dalagang Pilipina. Karapat-dapat sa isang tunay na parada.
Here's some special highlights of SPIDS Santacruzan 2013. Suri Philippine Independence Day Society, also known as SPIDS, was founded on March 14, 2009 by top 25 Canadian immigrant Narima de la Cruz. This group has contributed in the diversity of Canadian culture by celebrating the Filipino people and integrating their heritage and tradition, showcasing one of the Filipino festivals to the Canadian society. For the past 5 years, SPIDS Independence Day celebrations showcased the famous Philippine festival, Santacruzan. SPIDS Santacruzan has invited super beautiful guests to grace the pageantry and cultural presentation. Featuring Miss Tara Teng, Miss World Canada 2012, as Reina Emperatriz, escorted by Frankie Chena, Mr. World Canada 2012. And Miss Gina Damaso, Canada West Coast Representative Tumutya ng Pilipinas 2012, as Reina Elena 2013. The festivities was a fun and exciting mixture of talent, beauty, and glitz. The gorgeous queens and princesses with their escorts light up the room with their smiles. While the judges had the difficult task of voting for the winners of each category. Up next, the winners of Miss SPIDS 2013 and other special awards. It was indeed a wonderful experience. Congratulations to all the winners and volunteers of SPIDS. Thousands of people flocked to the Metro Vancouver Philippine Arts and Culture Exposition Society festivals in North Vancouver on June 8 and June 9 at the Waterfront Park. This festival is dedicated to the Filipino workers in British Columbia. Congratulations to Kuya Alvin and his team for a successful event after North Vancouver Mayor Darrell Luisa declared June 9th as Philippine Day. He gave the key to the city as an approval, granting the establishment of the first Filipino Community Center to Kuya Alvin and his committee. Kuya Alvin made a powerful speech appealing to all Filipinos in British Columbia. Here's some highlights. This is a very historic event. The first time in the history of the city of North Vancouver that the flag of another country was raised and has flown together with the Canadian flag. It was an emotional and patriotic moment. And the most memorable ceremony marking the proclamation of June 9, 2013 by the City of North Vancouver as Philippine Day.
Filipino-Canadian community of Metro Vancouver celebrates the historic June 12, 1898 Declaration of Philippine Independence, commemorating the heroism and struggle of their forefathers in obtaining the freedom of the Philippines from foreign domination. And whereas the Philippine Day Festival brings together all Filipino-Canadian families and communities in a bond of unity and in recognition of their rich cultural heritage, whereas the 2013 Philippine Day Festival will be held today and yesterday at the Waterfront Park in the City of North Vancouver. Now therefore I do hereby proclaim June 9th, 2013 as Philippine Day in the City of North Vancouver, and I'd like to present this to Ray Calanillo.
and the historic announcement of the first Filipino Community Center.
Barangay North Vancouver, the Filipino Community Center. This center was made possible by the delegation of the Metro Vancouver Philippine Arts and Cultural Exposition Society with their objective of creating a productivity resource center for the Filipino community of British Columbia. I would now like to call the person who conceptualized this project, who formulated the sincere objectives of the center, and who will receive the symbolic key to the facility.
We would like to offer to you what we have just received on this significant day. I would like to personally inform everybody that the Filipino Community Center, while it is called as Barangay North Van, is a Filipino community center of the entire Filipino community of British Columbia. Start that we could have, that now we have a home of our own, we have an office that could become a productivity resource center of all Filipinos. Mga kababayan, we have chosen Canada to be our second home. And we believe that as one, we could become the best community there could ever be in Canada. I can only imagine what will be heard if we speak with one voice instead of scattered whispers. I can only imagine when our combined thoughts will be for the betterment of every Filipino Canadian. For us to be together. Ladies and gentlemen, kaya po natin ito. Pag tayo nagkaisa, humanda sila. So, kaya't nais ko po ngayon ibigay ang pinakamalakas na sigaw ng bawat Pilipino, mabuhay ang lahing Pilipino! Marami pong salamat sa inyong lahat.
Still to come, Miss World Canada Delegate Yasaman Madanikia on Spotlight. We'll be back with you. Don't go away. Yuyugan sa Kalayaan, Dance Till You Drop Party with Mr. DJ Bert Morelos at PCIT Gym, Saturday, July 13 at 6 p.m. Tickets at 604-616-1953 and 604-720-9882. Don't miss it. While covering the Miss World Canada 2013 competition, our team was truly impressed by one particular delegate. During preliminaries, Yasaman Madanikia chose to use her time on the stage during the talent competition not only to showcase her artistic ability, but to also stand up and raise awareness on the consequences of homophobic bullying. She painted a portrait of Jamie Rodemeyer, who at the age of 14 committed suicide after being bullied because of being bisexual. Painting along to Sasha Sackett's heart-wrenching song, Song for Jamie, which Sasha wrote for the late teen. Here's an up-and-close personal interview with Yasaman.
My name is Yasaman Madanikia. I'm a sexuality researcher at Simon Fraser University. I'm a sexuality columnist at North Vancouver and Dawn Weekly. I'm also a sex educator at Birdie's Sex Education app. I joined Miss World because I had a message to share with the world and with my community. Growing up, honestly, I never saw myself as a model. I never thought I would be doing a beauty pageant. But when I saw the 2012 Miss World Canada winner, Tara Tang, I was really inspired by what she does for children and fighting against child slavery. And I said that I want to be like her, and I want to also spread my message out and advocate for people who I think need my help. So that is why I joined Miss World Canada. I chose to support LGBT community for as my cause for Miss World Canada when I got involved, because in my history and my background as a researcher and a writer, I got the most negative backlash and the strongest resistance from people when I wrote about gays, lesbians, and sexual minorities. My third article that got published ever, it was called Being Gay is Normal. And a lot of people who read that article were trying to argue with me how I am wrong. Well, I'm the sexual educator and researcher. And it really broke my heart. It made me realize how difficult it is to be a sexual minority and how the challenges that they have to deal with. I personally am a heterosexual person, and I got a lot of negative backlash just because I was advocating for them. So imagine how would someone with from a sexual minority feel in that community. So that's why I thought there needs to be more education and there needs to be more awareness about this topic so that people can be more accepting and loving of people who are just different than them. I decided to paint Jamie Rodemeyer while Santacruzan's song named Song for Jamie was playing in the background, so that I can paint a picture of his life. He was a 14-year-old boy who got bullied. He was openly bisexual, and that is why he was getting bullied, and he ended up committing suicide, and that really breaks my heart. So I wanted to paint him, and I only got 3 minutes for my performance. And I wanted to put that 3 minutes to the best use I can and do something beautiful but also very meaningful. I wasn't sure if I'm gonna get that stage again, so I wanted to use that stage and to use it so that I can send my message forward past Miss World Canada and past my competition. I wanted the audience to see and more people to see, to remember what has happened and to remember why it's important for us to be supportive of sexual minorities. And I also wanted for gays and lesbians and other sexual minorities to feel less alone and to know that there are people out there who care. So I decided to do that.
He tries to understand. He turns the pages. They say he's not a man. It burns in stages. And so here's how the story goes. He dies to let you know that the kids kids don't quit, and his heart don't fit, and his life is shit. You say it's such a shame, the war and wages, they find some kids to blame and turn their pages, but no, here's how the story goes. He died to let you know that the kids don't quit, and his heart don't fit, and his life is shit.
What I hope for my stance for Jamie Rodmere and the LGBTQ community is just simply more awareness and more education about the community. And I want the future Jamie Rodmeres to feel less alone and to know that there are people there supporting them and loving them. And like, for example, we are at the community in Vancouver right now, and if they're feeling alone or they're feeling rejected, they can always turn to community and go to www.community.ca and just ask for help. I hope that it gets better, and I know it will.
Our wonderful thanks to singer-songwriter Sasha Sackett for allowing our team to use his song for Jamie. For updates on Sasha, please check Sasha's website, www.sashasackett.com. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Have a great summer. For my band and Tina updates, please check my website, luisamarshall.com. Please don't drink and drive, don't text and drive, always be kind. Let's stop bullies. Have a great summer, everybody. Bye-bye.